The universal model is really the best ICT universal model I know of right now. Okay, so yesterday again, it struck. All right, so we had two beautiful winners. All right, and I will show you guys how to trade this model, right? And I will also show you the risk management how I do it myself. All right, so the universal model, right? So you wait, it's a continuation model, right? So price will take external liquidity and then will seek to balance a FVG or something, and then it will seek the external liquidity, right? So having this in mind, all right? So the universal model is the best entry function that we will find inside this fair value gap, right? So the universal model is, so let's say we have a 15-minute fair value gap, right? The universal model is go into the M1 and find a, here, right? Find a change in state of delivery with SMT, then enter to target these external range liquidity, right? So the SMT is one asset like Nasdaq will make a lower low inside that fair value gap, and ES will fail to take that low and change that state, all right? So this is as easy as that, right? You don't need anything else, right? Um, you can also join the free Discord when all the traders and myself take these trades live and talk about them and discuss questions there, right? So the link will be in the first pinned comment, by the way, right? Okay, so yesterday, right? So coming back to yesterday chart, right? So 9:30 open, right? Created this fair value gap, right? But it was not a very good fair value gap. Why? Because we were inside this new week open gap, right? We took this London liquidity, right? Or pre-market liquidity, okay? Into that new week opening gap with a measure of SMT fill because some mitigated deeper than the other. You call that SMT fill, okay? So I was not interested in this M15, and I told you guys in the Discord that I don't know what price is doing because if it respected this for more down, right? I was not interested, okay? But since they actually created this breaker, right? Since they took these highs, right? With a FVG, right? Now here, I was like, okay, this is clear, right? All I need now is a universal model in this M1 or M15 gap, okay? Now, going, let's recap, okay? So here was the gap being created, okay? Now, let's go to M1. Here's our gap, right? And here is this range low that usually will get taken, all right? So on ES, this is the very range low, right? And I think this was a M15 fair value gap on ES as well, okay? So now that we have our lows, we become conscious about one low being taken SMT CSD, right? So price came, okay? Took this low, but ES didn't, right? So this was our CSD to actually confirm the SMT. Okay, so me myself, I took a trade here, right? This is very aggressive, right? But trusting the model and the narrative of that fair value gap, I took an aggressive entry here. Then I entered again in this candle, and then I added something again. Okay, but you wait for your CSD. Okay, right? So the CSD is a closure above the last down candles that will take the low that have this SMT, all right? So here we took it, okay? Now, what you do is, number one, you can enter aggressively, stops under the SMT low and target 2R, right? Or you can zoom out, right? And see if there is something you can see. I can see this liquidity and this perfect equal highs, okay? So these are giving me context, okay? Even previous day or previous sessions liquidity, okay? So these are giving me the confidence that price actually can squeeze these sellers in here, right? So it makes sense that we reversed on them, okay? So as I was saying, entry number one, the aggressive entry after the CSD. Entry number two, limits on the CSD level and target 2 hours. Okay. Now, price went up and then we are tagged in the CSD entry. Okay. Now, you can look closely because there will be always another signal given because price is actually fractal. And now let's zoom in here and let me tell you what happened. Okay, so we have this swing low, right? And we have the same low here. Here it's not a swing low, but it's or a candle low. Okay, so you can see that ES took it, right? And Nasdaq didn't, right? So if we have a CSD, that can be your confirmation entry again. Okay, same stuff. So here you can see my executions. I added 2 positions in here, right? And then I added here again, right? And then, yeah, it went straight to all TPs, okay? So this is as easy as that, right? You don't need to do anything else. Just locate a high probability FVG that took a high or something, and then go to the aligned lower time frame, all right? And try to look for the model, right? It's always there, and you can look at the videos of the different kind of SMTs and CSD, so you always find a way to enter this market. All right, so this is another trade I didn't take, okay? Because I was done here, right? So here, we created a new M15, okay? Just here, right? We took external, this was internal, right? So we took this high as well. This was the fair value gap that took a high, right? As I always tell you, even on DMMX FVG, the FVGs that are responsible of taking highs are everything, right? The only fair value gaps you need to see, all right? So this was it, right? And from here, you can stay. Sometimes you can just stay on the M15 chart. It will tell you everything. So here you can see that Nasdaq was in the fair value gap. Yes, never entered the fair value gap. You go on M1, right? And you look for your CSD, okay? So this was the low of the fair value gap, right? So Nasdaq was on, yes, never, okay? So the CSD, right? Last down candles that took the low, right? And this is my CSD. Okay, so playing price again. Here is the CSD. So entry number one, the aggressive entry after this candle closes and confirms the CSD, right? 2 hours, right? Cool. Entry number two, you wait for the retest. And it was not worth it in this case, all right? So again, 2 hours. Play price, you are tagged, and TP hit for bot trades, right? It was really easy and it's always right there, and it's really the best model you can trade, right? Even though price action is really hard to read these days, okay? You basically just wait for 10:30 or all the manipulation to end at 11 or something like that. You come, you locate your M15 FVGs, you enter. There is no M15 FVGs, price is ranging, and just move on, right? Just forget about trading, okay? So, yeah, as you can see, we had then news. I think Powell was speaking, but I guess we made some hourly fair value gaps, as you can see here, right? So here's the trade. So this was a high that we took with the FVG in discount of this leg. So this FVG was it, okay? So looking closely, I'm pretty sure we will find SMGs, okay? So, yep. So if you can see closely that here, yep. So we had these FVGs, okay? Because this took also this high, right? So as you can see, Nasdaq took the FVG, okay? And YM in this case failed to do so, right? Nasdaq deeply taken this FVG, almost tagged this FVG, ES never. Okay, so this is SMG, and this is what brought price up. If you can go back to the 5 minute, we will locate. Yeah, actually, it was not doable. Why? Let's see. Yep. So in this case, it was not doable because the SMG CSD was kinda horrible, right? So this was the CSD. Okay, as you can see, price used it as a support. Now live in London, and they probably manipulated exactly. So this is a manipulation CSD into it, right? Do you see the ESMG in that level? Because it's a PD array, right? The entry is the same in every PD array. SMG, CSD, here is the CSD in this case. This candle closes, you buy, oh buy, and look at this explosion. 2 hours again, right? So, guys, please try to learn this thing, okay? Yeah, try to learn this thing. It's the best model. Um, it's the best model you can learn. It's easy as hell, and I don't know. I don't know why you guys, some of you, are still wanting to trade zones or stuff that with this volatility Trump induced into markets. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not working that good anymore, right? Okay, so try to learn this skill, right? Because nobody, not a lot of people can read markets this way, and this is the best way you'll be able to read markets, okay? Yeah, so I'll end this video here, guys. Thank you, um, everyone, for helping the channel using the codes, right? And I have good news for the guys that are asking me for 1v1s. I will be bringing that service soon, okay? I'm just figuring out a way for payments or something like that, because I had a problem with WAP, right? So I will figure out a way, and I will let you go. I will let you know, okay? Have a good day. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.